What do you seek?
I have come to... He was afflicted by a terrible... Do you remember the attacks of...
Of course. I was even told...
He was sent by my cousin. He managed to bond himself to other places, and he transformed their guardian each time.
The Donegada never bind themselves more than once. They say it would be very bad for Tir Fradi.
I'm afraid they may be right. Now he wants to target the sanctuary of Dorhed Genadu.
So, he is the one Enon Milfrichtemen was talking about when he warned me of danger.
Without a doubt. And to stop him, I need allies. I intend to suggest this alliance to other factions, but I need the support of your people. I know that you don't like the Renaigse and that you do not trust them, but we are all threatened. We have no choice but to act as one.
I do not like your proposition, and you know it. But you are our Karants, and we cannot refuse to answer. I will assemble my best warriors and we will go. In the meantime, take this weapon. It has always served me.
Thank you, Dedra.
We will prevail or we will die. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Quawalem.
sir, good people. The cure is wide.
The cave that Constantine indicated in his notes shouldn't be very far.
Chance they'll be is high.
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They're sacred places for the natives. Places of connection. This place. This journal. Oh, my poor Constantine. You have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
No Donegad has ever done such a thing. It goes against the balance that we are defending. Enon Mirfrichtemann was right. Your cousin wants power. He is feeding from the strength of Tyr Fredi.
So much so that he is threatening Anon Milfrichtemann himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him to scout the place. We will need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he has established.
I don't know exactly how these things work. And unless you do, we're gonna need help. How about Dunkus? Mev scares me a little.
You're right. Let's go and find him.
What brings you here?
I need your help. You may have...
Yes, Darren of the Donea Exregao sent me a messenger to...
It is the work of my cousin. He completed the bonding ritual in several... Every time he bonds himself, he becomes more powerful, transforms the Guardians and sends them to attack his enemy.
And he weakens the island and threatens us all. Katasach and Evosh should never have bonded him. His spirit is not in balance. The only thing he does is take and take again.
Enon Milfrichtemann did warn me that he would now turn his attention to the heart.
What are you planning on doing?
We are gathering our allies. But if we want to stop him, we will have to weaken him.
And break some of his bonds. I see. I will have to talk about this with the rest of the Donegada, and hope that they will answer my call. But in the meantime, the Beraig Nodas will accomplish their duty. However, we will need your help.
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. And this blood summons a guardian. The guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the bond. The only way to break this bond is to have a guardian topple the stone. We will be able to do it, but these rituals take a long time. Too long to be done quickly. So, in the meantime, you must prevent your cousin from drawing magic from the place. Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom of your cousin's bonding stones. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from drawing the strength of Tiefradi. However, you must be careful, because the guardians corrupted by him will come to defend the stones.
Thank you, Dunkus.
And thank you for wanting to stop your cousin. Don't worry. I will send my people to finish the work of the plants I have given you.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He's a sage amongst sages, even amongst the Donegada. Enon Milfrichtemann speaks in his ear. I think he already knew what was happening, even before we came to see him.
I almost regret not choosing him to become High King. Let's plant the seed Dunkus gave us at the base of the raised stone. Look, the plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Doneigada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond. Plant Dunkus's seed. Look, the plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Doneigada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Lady.
And to
I have...
an alliance? Against who?
You remember, no doubt, the attacks that...
Of course.
Precisely. And the Guardians were This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but...
Surely you... Do you know how many men have died during these attacks?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousin's sickness shook him to the core. Then there was a ritual and his capture, and Constantine has fallen to madness. He has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island to gain power and manipulate its creatures. He is fighting a war against everyone, and it now appears that he wants to take control of Teofredi. He is preparing to attack the Volcano Sanctuary, and I need help to stop him. It is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you. Constantine betrayed us as well.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this superstitious nonsense. These absurd theories. I believed you sincere, Desarde. Which does not mean that I believe you now. But no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin who has already attacked us.
Indeed. And I will ask for the support of all the other forces on the island. We need to unite in order to vanquish him, or be drowned one by one.
I understand what you are saying, and a part of me wishes truly to lend you a hand, if only to exact vengeance for the losses we suffered. But I am not sure I can trust you with the lives of my few remaining men.
How can I possibly convince you?
Perhaps if you were to complete the tasks that I entrusted you with.
Alas, I have no...
I understand. I hope, nevertheless, that though I cannot spare any of my men, it is my personal weapon.
Thank...
Farewell, my lady.
Come closer! Come closer! All my wares will
Respectfully, Your Excellency.
Governor Burr, if I need to...
No,
Captain, the patrol we...
I may have spoken too quick, although it might go...
Of course, Captain.
Hello, Captain. I must go.
Goodbye.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Let's not waste any time. Let's not waste any time. Let's not waste any time. Let's... Let's not waste any time.
Is that the patrol we're looking for?
Yes. Mate, we should...
Help! Help, please! I beg you! Help me! I'm in trouble! Please help me!
This man needs to be cared for. But in his condition, we can't take him back to the outpost.
Allow me. There. That should be better.
Thank you, madam. Without your help, I would probably have died here.
Tell us what happened.
We came across a group of rebel savages. It was a massacre. A few seconds later, only Franz and I were left. We fled. I managed to drag myself here, but he was not so lucky. The savages caught up with him.
Was he captured? Did you see where they took him?
They headed north to Frazonegan, but in the state I was in, I didn't see much else.
Your Excellency, please. We should get him out of there. They're bound to torture and kill him.
We'll take care of it. There's our group of rebels. The soldier they captured looks dead.
Quayas,
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate.
what do you want from our Mal?
I want to talk to him about the abductions and to
You would be the first Renaig they took. How do we know you're...
Sior.
You know who I am.
Yes,
So you know if anyone...
I believe you very well. Are you ready to follow?
Let's go.
It's this way.
Let's stay on guard.
What you afraid of? That the Donea Exregal have set a trap for us.
It's this way. I'm letting my comrades know we're here, so that they let us pass. Follow me. We are almost there. It's this way. This way. This is our main camp. This is where you will find our Mal. I hope I am not wrong to lead you here.
So, here's the famous rebel camp. I hope their leader can tell us more about these abductions.
Who are you and what are you doing here, Renaig?
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I came to talk to you about the abductions and your forthcoming attack.
And how did you find our camp?
I convinced one of your men to bring me.
Please, Mal. Explain to her what you know. She can help us free our brothers.
Well, I'll tell you what we know, then you'll understand why we have to fight lions. Many seasons ago, Sin Ulmanawi started to disappear. Lions attacked the villages and... Alert! The lion... Traitor!
No, I swear. They asked me to investigate. It was never a question of attacking you.
Then prove it! Fight with us!
Your men have killed too many settlers. Sorry, but I'm with the Alliance.
You are like all the other Renaig, a traitor.
to locate the camp and get rid of the rebels. And this is not the first time we've been victims of this double dealing. Let's go and find Burin. It's time he learned that we are not his pawns. As for this laboratory, I intend to discover what it contains.
Lady Desarn.
Enough with the formality. Did you order your troops to attack while I was negotiating under a white flag?
I assure you that I have no idea what you are talking about. I would never have placed your life in harm. The alliance with the congregation is crucial, and you know it. Your suspicions are I'm sorry. It is now clear that decisions are being made without my consent.
You mock me, Excellency. I can't believe this matter slipped your vigilance. Everything the Donea Exregao have told me has proven true. Your men attacked and carried off natives. According to what I've been told, they are taken to a place where experiments are...
It is true that I knew of the existence of this laboratory. The place is dedicated to research on the Malachor. If a remedy is ever to be discovered, it will happen there. But I assure you that I was not aware that natives were being taken.
Allow me to doubt your sincerity. I intend to pay the place a visit. Who directs the...
Our most brilliant... Certainly his legend precedes him. He is the master of your friend, the Professor Afra. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lady.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The most potions and the most...
Halt! No one enters!
You speak to the legate of the merchant. I have been sent by Governor...
I don't take orders from the governor, nor the congregation. Be on your way.
You know I'm not afraid to fight, but I worry about the prisoners. Perhaps there's another way in.
Very well.
Horrible place. A prison hidden from the sun to better torture my people.
There must be other guards. Be careful. How awful. They've been reduced to burning the bodies.
And the worst. So many of us must have died there.
I don't have the key. Locked. Locked. It's blocked.
Found the Dara Grimaderum.
Watch out! Grenade!
Close to the Nestiri.
Locked.
You're not one of them.
Not. What are you doing locked up?
These scientists, Cap, they performed I heard them say that they wanted to find out how we are immune to the Malachor. None of it makes any sense. Please.
I'll find a way to open...
I want the one who did this to know fear and suffering.
Let's hold this good doctor to account.
Found the Dara Grimaderum.
Let's go now. I want to see my people again.
Just one moment. I haven't freed all the prisoners yet. Now that they are free, we must help the prisoners escape this place.
If they leave through the city, Hikmet guards will arrest them.
So we have to find another way to get them out. These poor people lost their lives only a few hours ago. They could not survive this mutilation.
Afra? What a surprise to see you here. You finally came to your senses.
Master, it's not...
Who is this person?
I am the legate of the merchant congregation, and I'm here to put an end to your crimes.
My crimes? What are you talking about? My work was for the good of humanity. Don't tell me you're crying over some savages. The survival of our species requires sacrifice.
What did you hope?
And I discovered that they were naturally resistant. Do you realize the So I tried to isolate this resistance to develop a cure in order to send it to the people on the... But I doubt that you will be able to understand.
This man is a cold-blooded reptile. My brothers and sisters were no more than ants to...
You are a very beautiful specimen. When I think of the... Come on, Afra, my dear student. Will you let... Are you not also devoted to...
Science and truth do not excuse your lack of... I'm ashamed of having been taught by you, and that I didn't warn Burin that you'd gone mad. If I had, we could have prevented all of this.
You disappoint me. When I think what I wasted trying to...
We learned everything we wanted to know. This lab will close.
You think so?
Asili has locked himself in his office.
He will not disturb us. We must find him.
Stop! Think of my knowledge. All that I have accomplished.
You will answer for your crimes in...
But I'll be out soon. My colleagues will understand the importance of my work.
We shall see about that. I can't believe it. Constantine's Malachor was caused by Asili. The potion we were made to drink when we landed on the island was contaminated. How dare he do such a thing? And why? This note carefully describes the sequence of the experiments. There are even sketches. It's hard not to feel sick. This is proof of all the horrors committed here. It's perfect. We just have to clear the way. The mechanism doesn't work. I need to take a closer look. Let's go. I found a way out of the city. But be careful. You are weakened and creatures roam these tunnels. I will lead the way. I need a bit of practice. There you are. You're free.
You have saved our lives. How can we thank you?
We will never forget what you have done for us on Almenawi.
Yes, we will always be grateful.
We are not very far from the Hikmet outpost. You will have to be careful.
I know how to reach the port without being seen.
Perfect. As for you, you should take refuge in Vigshadir. You will be safe there. But you need to avoid the Alliance.
We'll get there. Qua awalem segven.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, and to what do I owe this?
I have been to Asili's laboratory, and what I discovered was abominable. Hundreds of poor souls tortured, victims of horrifying experiments. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug to burn the bodies.
How horrifying. I cannot believe it.
The natives were not the only victims of these crimes. There were also a number of Nauts.
Nauts? Pardon me for doubting you, but do you have proof of what you say? And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may...
Yes, we captured him.
Really? Very well. I will ensure... What was done with the...
They were freed. The Donea ex-Regau are satisfied and should call off their...
What a relief. Finally some good...
By allowing me to take part in the trial proceedings. What I saw merits, and I fear that the accused will find a great many defenders amongst his fellow savants.
It is a rather novel request, but let us remember that the madness of a man should not cast a shadow upon the greater sum. His research is perhaps our only... Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go.
Farewell, my lady. Lady de Sade, and to what do... Of course.
Precisely. This revelation...
Surely. Do you know...
He's preparing... It is in the name...
That's madness. But no...
Indeed. And I will... We need to...
Let us be clear. I don't believe but I do trust you. You have rendered us valuable, and since we cannot allow the crimes of your cousin to...
Thank you, Your Excellency. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lady.
Hello. To whom do I have the...
De Sade. I'm the legate of...
Oh. It is you who arrested Dr.
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want the doctor. The accused has a lot of support.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses.
We will call them to the witness. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their words will unfortunately...
There were also some Nauts. Perhaps I can also convince some of the doctor's colleagues.
Their testimony will be crucial. That plus any material evidence.
I picked up a strange powder in the laboratory. A substance that I've not been able...
You should show it to an alchemist.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the horrible experiments he was performing.
Perfect. I will read them in detail.
I have found a letter proving that Dr. Asili voluntarily transmitted the malady. I would like to add that...
Did the accused try to take the life of the governor of New Serene? This is an extremely serious crime.
Indeed. He saw my cousin and me as the ideal control group to prove his theories. And no humanitarian or diplomatic consideration could put a stop to his ambition.
This letter alone is crucial proof. I will put it on...
Do we have any chance of winning?
Yes, I am rather confident. You have provided... But if we had witnesses, we would have an even...
I will return to you. The Nauts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vigshardir. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. I should give this powder to someone who can tell me what it is.
Sade, can I do anything?
I would like you to...
I was expecting...
Were you
In part.
Why not say?
Because I never thought he would go so far. I found his... He spoke of that there was...
You do?
Yes. But I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind.
Do you think...
No, without, of course, ever imagining that we'd resort to such cruel... But Duncus, you and to worship...
In your opinion...
No. Even if he...
Would you be willing...
Of course. I want to convince my colleagues that we must give up these kind of methods. And even if it costs me dearly, I want my master to pay... Anything else?
I must leave you. I never thought I'd see you here.
Dr. Honor made sure that I was set free. He needed my help. What do you want?
I discovered...
I did see the doctor using it once or twice, but I can study it for you if you want. I have the tools that will allow me to do...
So, what is it?
It is a quintessence of black blood. Probably created using the blood of numerous patients. The doctor managed to harness the very concept of the Malachor in this powder. A single pinch ingested by someone would be enough for them to be afflicted by the disease. With the quantities that you brought me. Here, these are my notes.
Thank you. What is your...
He's the...
I do hope...
Of course,
What do the... Are you...
I would like to say you had me thrown in prison, and without Dr. Honor's intervention, I would... But I can't stop thinking about what we did in that. I think only by testifying will I ease my conscience.
Thank you. I must leave you. What she saw working alongside Asili obviously upset her. She will make an excellent witness.
Dr. Honor, what do you want?
What is your role?
I'm in charge of the governor's... Above all, we searched for a way to reduce the suffering of the sick.
What were you looking for?
Now that we have access to my colleague Asili's work, it gives us hope of finding a...
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not consider...
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame for him to have done all this...
What do you think of Dr...
Well, obviously the few excesses he has conceded himself are unfortunate, but he remains the greatest scientist that the Alliance has ever known. His work has had a profound effect on science. It seems quite unfair to me to reduce his life's work just to what he has done lately.
If I understand correctly, you will be one of his
Naturally. I don't deny that he made a terrible mistake, but he meant well. And he was probably acting on behalf of our helplessness to combat the Malachor.
Would you agree to...
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement. His lawyer...
So you were ready to defend a man who used torture and...
Indeed. Because I think the entire work of a scientist... It is obvious that he should not have used. But Asili has never been very political. I doubt he understood the...
So you're saying the only problem in this case is political?
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our governor and the city, but let's not fool ourselves. No tears will be shed over the fate of a few of those bloodthirsty savages.
Afra, did you have something?
Thank you. You probably know that I was one of Dr.
Naturally. It is undoubtedly under his influence that you have developed...
Perhaps. But my analytical mind also pushed me to refuse to... I saw his madness and cruelty grow deeper. We must condemn him, but to free science.
Very well. You've convinced me. I will now testify for the prosecution. It is true that it's time to turn the page and...
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Honor is an influential scholar. His testimony would convince the judges. Hello, Captain.
Well now, what fare we...
I have to go.
As you wish.
Is everything all right?
Once again, thanks to you.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testifying at...
The doctor will be judged. I suppose you'd like me to testify about how we suffered.
Indeed. If you do not fear another attempt on...
Don't worry. I won't put up from now on. My people will watch over me until I can testify. And I intend to witness the execution of our torturer.
Thank you.
Here comes our day, boys!
Greetings.
Hey! You are the unknown...
They told me what you... I was able...
But you didn't?
No. He has a lot of support among his people. He is a respected man despite what he did. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims, he will surely be released.
I want him to die, but I'm afraid to go to the Royan City. And how can we trust you? We know what you did to the Donea.
Going to the Lion City will surely be risky. But I am...
There is a solution. Will you swear on the spirits of your ancestors that they will not...
Yes. We only want to hear the story of what happened to them.
Remember your...
I will not forget.
Fine. You have heard his oath.
You'll have our...
And the man...
I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they've suffered so much.
My people are strong and proud. They will not be afraid to speak in front of your judges for justice.
You have returned your...
I'm going to continue my...
You have returned, Your Excellency.
Will the trial...
It seems to be the right time. I think we have every chance.
Where will the trial be held?
At the palace. How?
Madame, congratulations. The trial was exemplary. Asili's madness was exposed to the entire world. And you have demonstrated the horror of his methods.
Thank you, Excellency. But all praise should be showered upon Lady de Sade. The evidence she supplied was irrefutable.
It was necessary that you hear the victim, in order to understand the extremities to which your science has taken you.
Come now. One cannot conclude that science was guilty here.
Not science, but the savants were. It is never right to set aside humanity in the name of the common good. No knowledge justifies killing or torture.
Your words are wise, and I promise to remember them.
You have not always shown yourself a man of impeccable judgment.
We are all from time to time. This trial has shaped...
De Sade, can I do anything?
I must leave you. Afra, are you certain that you want to attend this?
I do not want to attend.
Dr. Asili, you have been found guilty of all accusations brought against you. In consequence, the Bridge Alliance Tribunal condemns you to death. Do you have any final words?
You treat me like a monster.
But how many times have you stayed your own hands? So close to the goal to finally find a remedy, you would have done as I. What do a few lives mean when the future of all humanity hangs in the balance? You are nothing more than idiots, incompetents, and you, Baron, are the greatest hypocrite of all. You know that I am right.
Executioner, earn your pay.
You know that I am right.
Lady Desart, and to what do...
Can you tell?
Yes, and if...
I have.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most efficient...
What do...
I have come
Do
to you without... I have already convinced... I know that we...
but especially... But we... Any...
I need to be going.
Seg. What do...
I have come to...
The one Finbar abducted. Why do you want to stop him now?
He was afflicted by a terrible disease. Do you remember the...
Of course. I was even told that you fought one of them with Darren. I would have loved to be there.
He was sent by my cousin.
The Donegadan...
Without a doubt. And to stop, I have already convinced other factions. But I need the support. I know that you don't like them, but we are all
I do not like your proposition, and you know it. You are our Karants. I haven't forgotten it, but I cannot commit to fighting alongside the... Especially considering that the other chiefs have such little trust in you. Do not fret. We will go protect the sanctuary. But my people will fight following my orders. Not yours, or those of another Anaikse.
I understand.
We will see each other at Dor Hadgenedu. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Desarde.
I have come to my heat, and he's not... We must stop him. I already have...
You can. My men aren't really used to fighting on land, but they will... You have proven...
Thank you, Admiral.
May the winds be... Desarde, can I do anything?
I must leave you.
Desarde, can I...
I must leave you.
Come closer, good people. The cure is word from the continent.
Hello, Commander.
Lady Desarde, how can I be?
I have come to... We need reinforcements. As your men must have told you, he has changed ever since he was cured of the malady. He is now targeted...
I have indeed, since he is our employer. I asked my men to turn a blind. But thanks to your help, we avoided dishonor. If you're telling me that we are in danger, and that we...
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
I have to go.
I also have a...
Greetings! Do you want to travel? So,
To San Mateo.
let's...
Your Eminence.
Lady de Sade?
Do you remember?
Yeah, you're hesitant.
Indeed. As the person responsible is none other than my cousin.
Are you telling me?
Something like...
But why attack us?
His thirst for power is making him want to control. Others have all having...
The idea that we would protect the sanctuary from an insular demon is completely insane. But you have helped us several... You can count on our help.
Thank you, Your... I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Hello, Glendan.
Björt Tirtomad, warrior.
To tell you that...
I thank you for warning. She is disgusted as much as I. That warriors from a faraway island tread the earth of our sacred lands. But we do not really have a choice, do we?
No. We have need of...
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will. These are our lands that are attacked.
I have no doubt.
May the rocks give... Can I do anything else for you?
I must leave.
Qua awelem.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying she has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. Then you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies, and you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now, let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
Desade, glad to see you. Sadly, we couldn't stop your cousin.
He suddenly stormed our position, along with a horde of enraged creatures. We didn't stand a chance.
And now there are beasts attacking us relentlessly. My men are doing all they can to stop them.
We thought it best to stay here to keep the path open for you, should you want to face your cousin.
Thank you. You did well. I'll do everything in my power to catch him and stop him from carrying out his plan. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need to be able to reach him.
Wait, there's a group of creatures coming.
May the Enlightenment protect me in this battle! Let's go!
stay here with them, Greenblood.
He's right. We must...
Are you sure?
Every minute
Glad to have
And thank you too, Afra.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood.
And stop Constantine.
In that case, thank you.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
And let's go!
There you are. I was starting to think that we would die here for nothing. Your cousin just passed through here with a horde of beasts, and he keeps sending us more.
We won't hold very long. We're not used to fighting creatures like these.
We are, and we will hold long enough for you to reach the heart. But if I'm with it.
I'll stay with my people.
And I'll stay with her. One blade more can't hurt.
We need to prevent the beasts from following.
Yeah, we could use some help here, to be honest.
I wouldn't have put it...
You see?
You should go now.
Well... There you are. Praise the Enlightened. Your cousin has already reached the heart. Our other allies informed me. They are also trying to stop the creatures.
What do you intend to do?
Pursue him all the way there and do everything I can to stop him.
In that case...
There's what this in.
Your armor is falling apart.
This time it's my turn.
I knew you'd say that.
Well, I wasn't going to let the young ones get all the glory.
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see? You should go now,
Thank you, Petra. Constantine!
Restrain her!
sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but...
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever. Come. Trust me. You won't regret it, cousin.
Who could have predicted, when my two young students left the port of Serene, that they'd become the gods of Teofredi, thus plunging the world into chaos? Certainly not me. So it seems that I am a poor teacher. Amongst those who had tried to prevent the ritual from taking place, only a handful of dazed survivors remained, helplessly facing hordes of creatures following the orders of the two cousins. Afra and Petrus, former rivals, fell together. They couldn't accept this treason from the one they believed in. As for Vasco, he managed to run away and join the Nort fleet. Rumor has it that he went to their island, his heart full of bitterness, and never left it again. With his help, Kurt managed to leave Teofredi, but only to die on another battlefield. Siora had done well to go back to her sister, who tried to lead a rebellion for a while. But just like the rest of the clans, she eventually acknowledged the power of their new gods. Exiled from the island, all our nations sunk into a state of constant warfare, each accusing the others of being responsible for their terrible defeat. The congregation is now on the verge of forming, and I have no doubt that the others will follow. The lives which haven't been taken by war will be taken by the Malicor. On Teofredi, the Norts report that nature has reclaimed its rights in the cities. After a period of chaos that saw the death of many rebel islanders, the survivors reportedly
all ended up acknowledging the power of the two cousins. But sadly, this is nothing but hearsay, since the news we receive is scarce, and getting even more so.
But for you, this all of the political...
He himself is the incarnate.
All you have to do is to bind you. Come.
Good night, sweet prince.
Once Constantine had fallen, Deirdre kept her promise. She led all the native clans as they managed to drive the invaders off their island. The island found peace again, and nature took over the abandoned cities. But the old nations were plunged into war, and the Malicor grew ever more devastating. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching her back as he always had. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkasi's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his sister-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. After driving off the settlers, Deirdre started destroying what they had built. She wanted to erase all traces of the Inquisitors and savants who had hurt her people, only keeping what her Karants advised her to keep. Thanks to the help Dunkas's clan received, it continued on its mission to heal the Earth. It attracted many young islanders who were eager to learn.